Different kind of industrial aesthetic here. Purple and like steel grey is not a good combination. Spikes and ninja are also not a good combination. Neither are, you know, pumpkin heads. Or spider bots, or giant mechanical eyes that see what you're doing and want to set you on fire. I really wasn't, you know, aware that that was something eyes did. And you see me desperately trying to make sure I don't get the invincibility special weapon here, because it's fucking worthless. I mean, you notice about the sword pickup there, even the game doesn't think you will actually make it most of the way through this level without dying. And you won't. It just doesn't happen. And one day I'm going to learn how to do this properly, because right now I suck. I blame sleep deprivation, caffeine deprivation, sanity deprivation, deprivation, and Ray, in that order. And yes, I did just get spiked by the spikes without standing on them there. And yeah, you notice I'm down to only 25 seconds here, so this is about where I noticed time running out on me. So I'm basically just going to charge ahead and die horribly. The secret to this section is a lot of special weapons. You need, and you'll see me pull it off in a minute. You need to move forward a bit, leap up and trigger the top-down special weapon in such a way that you still have it swinging on its last upswing when you get to the second one. Otherwise, it will just keep swooping you until you die, basically. And yeah, I suck. At this particular point, I'm sucking like a $2 crack whore. Very... Actually, that's probably not the right... Yeah, actually that is the right. I'm doing incredibly well at sucking. And, you know, I only have 10 seconds left, and there is... I'm not even at the end of this thing. I'm not even at the boss fight yet. But I'm going to take the loss, get the timer refilled, and just sort of sit here for a minute, contemplating how fucked I am, who's responsible for this fuckingness, and why I don't just commit seppuku here and now. I'm also going to use it to take a coffee break. Not while I was playing this, just while I'm recording it. I've been drinking an awful lot of coffee lately because when I sleep, the nightmares come. And there are ninjas in my dreams. Always just mocking me with their eyes. Which are the only parts I can see because it's the only parts not covered in black cloth. Clearly my dream ninjas are more competent than Ryu. Though I am kinda convinced that dead people are more competent than Ryu. I mean, seriously, 3 games and he can't even spot an evil plot coming at him. So yeah, thank God for them putting the sword pick up this close, because I would be screwed without it. Okay, I'm pretty screwed with it, but hey. And yeah, you notice I missed the sword pick up there, I'm being an idiot. The shuriken is not a good weapon to have at this particular point in time. It does not handle vertical enemies, and much like the game designers, in this level most of your enemies come in high. But there are ways around that. Not much I can say here because you've already seen this section. Although I have to be more careful now because because I've revived myself, I have to worry about actually keeping a full energy bar. When I was pressed for time, I would have just barreled through and done this anyway. And you see, that's the theory of what you're supposed to do with this section. And that's the practice of it. Notice the rapid save setting so I never have to put up with that again. And the equally rapid fuck up that nearly made me do it again. I don't actually know how anyone's supposed to beat this goddamn level, like, in one go. The time limit, to me, just looks far too tight. So... And it's a really tight time limit. More spikes, yay. Yay for Bathory worship, I mean, seriously. Or, well, more like Vlad the Impaler. Clancy the Impaler, I like it. It's got a nice ring to it. So does Clancy the motherfucker who deserves to die a slow, horrible death. Now, sooner or later, I am actually going to get this right. Like there. Spider copters. Fuck them. And yeah, that ledge there is actually surprisingly annoying to get up onto because the walls have, in this particular part with the spikes, they have slightly fucked up hit detection on them. Or grab detection, really. And you have to make sure which one you go onto because, well, and yeah. I probably shouldn't have save stated at that particular point. But I did, and now I've got to pay the price for it. On the plus side, I have a full load of Ninpo. On the downside, what I do not have is a full load of life. Or sanity, or dignity, or anything along those lines. So basically, I'm reduced to spamming my special movement and hoping it lets me live. Thus far, it hasn't been very accommodating. And yes, the lasers are back. The most annoying goddamn weapon in this game to be thrown at you is the motherfucking laser, because it doesn't have a range limit, and it just keeps on going. And there's the source of the lasers, the motherfucking Martian tripods. Not to be confused with the Earth tripods, of which Ron Jeremy is one. Can't believe I made that joke. And yeah, this is going to take a while. Or not. But I've actually got to wait up here and let that beam get ahead of me. Otherwise it will fuck up each and every jump I make until the end of this section. Pause in there for a second to work out what weapon I want. And you'll see later on that